Hello and welcome back to another video on Attractions with Ash. Today is Tuesday the 16th of April 2024, a day that we will be forever remembered in the UK theme park industry as such a monumental day. The day that technically, I guess you could say that the big one is no longer the tallest and fastest in the UK. It is now Hyperia. It has gone through its first ever test cycle. I saw it. Well, I wasn't lucky enough, of course, to be there. But I did see videos floating around, photos, and I'm so excited. I said in the video a couple of days ago, when Hyperia's trains were announced, and all my thoughts on that. I think once I saw that first test cycle of Hyperia going round, it just filled me with so much excitement and joy and so many other emotions. It's just absolutely incredible. I can't wait to get on it. It's just the complete package. It really is. And I think the most surprising thing about it, to be honest, is that normally on a test cycle, like I've done a lot of comparisons in the last few videos, that I've done Hyperia to Nemesis Reborn, but it's just such an easy comparison to make. The first ever real test cycle that the new Nemesis Reborn did, it was it was so slow going around the track. It was such a cold day. I think maybe a lot of people maybe were expecting the same of Hyperia today, especially with the conditions yesterday. It was such a windy day. Most of the rides at Thorpe Park didn't operate for most of the day. Yesterday it was a pretty torrid day weather-wise. So I think many expected Hyperia to have a bit of a slow first run, which I think at times it did. It did go around a little bit slowly, and it did take a little bit of time to warm up, especially when it first came out of the station, and it banked round to the right and up that such huge lift hill, which I don't know how I'm gonna feel about going up that lift hill when I eventually get on it, to be honest. It is going to be quite a climb. It really is. Once it got up that lift hill, it took an absolute age to get up there, which is obviously completely understandable, being its first ever run. But once it got up there, I think it did really well. It did really well to get around that layout for the very first time, and I think it's filled so many people with so much joy once it got round. I can't wait. I think this is the most excited I'm probably ever gonna be for a roller coaster opening, unless maybe I go to a roller coaster opening abroad or something. Say maybe in the future, Universal open a new ride, or maybe, well, that's another thing. If maybe if I went down to the opening of the potential new Universal Great Britain, honestly, I think I'm gonna have to give that a few more re-watches of that first test run later on tonight. Once my emotions have come down, I'm feeling so excited, so over the moon. I was literally, I can now say where I was when I saw that first test cycle run. I was watching the live stream on Theme Park Worldwide. I was watching in anticipation. When's it gonna go? I kept looking back because I had my laptop on the side here, and I was kind of trying to be focused on the lecture as well, but also I had it on the side. I kept glancing over, when's it gonna go, and then eventually it went. And I was like, I couldn't contain my excitement. Literally, as soon as the lecture finished, I had a hop, skip, and a jump out of there. I'd love to know your thoughts on that first test cycle run. in the comments section down below, because it's such a monumental moment, isn't it? It's been such a great week, really, for the UK theme park industry, because as I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, you know, Universal Studios Great Britain and all this stuff going on with Hyperia in the same week. Things are really, really looking up this year for the UK theme park industry. So many new things coming in. Minifigure Speedway opened at Legoland Windsor. I need to get down to Legoland. It's been a couple of years since I've been there. Wow, what a day! What a day! I'd love to know your thoughts on this moment for the UK theme park industry as a whole. In, what is it now? Let me do the maths very quickly. 30 plus 8, 38 days time. 38 days. 5 weeks on Friday. It's time. It will be time for Hyperia, and there may be something. It may be not just Hyperia coming to the channel. There might be something else on the side of it in terms of video content coming over those couple of days, coming just yet to this channel. So keep your eyes peeled. But I'll leave you with that. I'm gonna go and watch that 500 more times. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.